Yellowstone.
Alabama, Arkansas, I do love my mom and pop, not the way that I do love you.
We saw these elk when we first drove in, and we didn't stop because we thought we'd see so many more, but we didn't. While we were waiting for Old Faithful to go off, we walked around, I guess what would be the Old Faithful Basin, and we saw a bunch of the smaller little geysers and hot springs. These are some of them.
Oh, let me go home. Home is wherever I'm with you. Oh, let me go home. Home is wherever I'm with you.
Girl, I never loved one like you.
Boats and waterfalls, alleyways.
This was probably one of our favorite geysers, as you can see from the fact that there's like 30 different photos of it. It's called the Sawmill Geyser, and it was just going crazy for like 10-15 minutes. It's really weird just watching the water shoot out of the ground.
Let me go home. Home is wherever I'm with you.
Fog up your glasses.
Let me go home. Home is wherever I'm with you.
This was another cool one. I think it was called like the Spasmodic Geyser or something, which makes it cool for another reason. But it was like 3 different connected geysers that all came up out of different holes.
Jade,
Alexander,
do you remember that day you fell out of my window?
I sure do. You came jumping out after me.
Well, you fell on the concrete and nearly broke your ass, and you were bleeding all over the place, and I rushed you off to the hospital. You remember that?
Yes, I do.
This one was called Castle Geyser, I think because it looked like a castle. I was hoping it would be called Volcano something, but I was sadly wrong.
Yes, I am home. Home is when I'm alone with you.
Old Faithful made us wait for a while, but when it finally went off, it was very cool, and I got some footage of it. I couldn't actually see my screen while it was recording, so I kind of wish I would have come up closer. But it looked really cool. It was a cool footage. This was kind of random, but there was some like high school band playing in the Old Faithful Lodge, and they sounded really good. So I wanted to remember that because I like this kind of music, even though I don't listen to it too often. Here you get just a short glimpse of the lodge. It was really cool. It was like 4 stories packed with people. Two of the really large geysers. This one I think used to be a volcano. Just really beautiful blue, and it even made the mist look blue as it came up out, which was really cool. And then this is us on our way to what's called the Grand Prismatic, which is just this huge thing. You see it over here on the left. And this is kind of a pan view of it. It is just really big, and luckily we even got to get some like over shots on that hill you just saw in the background. This is the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone. Cool looking waterfall, saw it from a distance. And this is a buffalo with a mangy mane, or whatever it's called. We actually got to see a whole lot of buffalo. One was really up close, which was cool, but I stayed back because I did not want to get gored. But here's some other buffalo doing their thing.
He sent his spirit to carry us through, so it's true that you're not alone.
It was really fun seeing this. Kind of off in the distance you can see a buffalo roll around in the dirt. We saw quite a few doing this, and it looked really funny. And then there's a bunch of buffalo around.
Charting oceans for the future, writing songs for all the waves. Oh, color in the coastline.
This little guy is a pika. It's kind of like a squirrel, but really cute, and he was in our campsite. And here's a little chipmunk. I kept trying to get good pictures of him, but he just kept running away.
The arteries like ropes choking on their age, and the submariner's wife has forgot his name, 'cause he sunk himself away from the shores of grace.
We are on way to Fairy Falls. You can see some rain on her glasses. That is because it started raining pretty hard while we were on our hike. But we kept going.
Design, caught beneath the stitch between the ocean and the sky, where I haven't got a single ball of notes.
As you can see, we have arrived at Fairy Falls. It was a small fall as in amount of water, but it was really, really tall, so it was a lot of fun to visit. This is it in its full glory, and Bethany down at the bottom.
Salt in my eyes, 'cause if I said that I could swim, I'd be a lawyer. 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 Call it a revival, but it's more like a birth. When the marrow in my bones begins to mix with the earth, and the water in my lungs mixes as mud with the dirt, and hallelujah is recorded as my first spoken word.
This is another view of the Grand Prismatic that we passed on the way back from Fairy Falls. We decided to go up a hill that was overlooking Grand Prismatic, and this is what we saw. It's very, very cool. A little orange blue in it, which is something that Bethany and I joke around about. And we just had a great time, got a cool panorama shot of it, and some of the people that were there took our picture together, so it was nice too. This is coming up on Firehole Falls. It's a small little waterfall that's honestly very pretty, so we had a good time checking that out. We were going to go to the water hole the next day, but we left super early for the Grand Tetons and thought swimming at 4 a.m. probably was out of the question. This is Dairy Queen. Bethany now has the camera, which scares me. but she had fun taking cool looking pictures. Obviously, we did see some more elk, which was a lot of fun. I kept trying to get in close, and Bethany kept telling me to move back. We also met a family there that I think lived in Washington, but they got their dog over in Orangeville, which was pretty random. I think a bear saw the elk too. We got a lot of cool pictures and some video by our campground, the Madison campground by the west entrance of Yellowstone. We saw ducks, we saw birds, there were a lot of fish jumping out of the river, but as you can imagine they don't like to stop and pose, so we didn't really get any good shots of them. But they were there, I promise. Yeah.
There's a line in the sand, can you see it moving? By the way of the wind, it's taking up on the wing of the hurricane, and who knows where it comes down again. With all these shooting stars and all these satellites, who will ever know what is wrong from what is right? And who will ever know what is wrong from what is right? It's a long, dusty road, or so I'm told. We could build.
There ended up being like a lone elk right by our campground. We were sad for him because he didn't have any family. We kind of assumed maybe he was like waiting for them. They had told him to go there, but they were playing a joke on him because no one ever showed up. And darn jerk elks.
That we must face. Or we could build a house on it and we could call it grace. Well, doesn't it always seem a little hard to get by? Always stuck in the middle when we want to be on the outside.
a.m. and we are on our way to the Grand Tetons, entering the park, I believe, around 5:30, because Yellowstone is freaking huge and it took forever to get there.
Only outside.
We're now at the Grand Tetons in Coulter Bay, which is where Bethany's mom worked for a while, and it is beautiful, as you can see. It's really misty and there's clouds up on the hills. It was beautiful, kind of like her.
Satellites, who will ever know?
These were the first deer that we saw the whole time in Grand Tetons, but there were actually 2 deer, and so I got a whole lot of footage of them eating. It was pretty cool to see them that close.
Woo!
Silence. I'm not afraid when I'm alone, and I've seen a symphony of sunsets. I wanna know you as I'm known. I can hear you loud and clear.
This is Oxbow Bend in the Grand Tetons. The water was just ridiculously calm and allowed for a really cool looking reflection, as you will see here. I actually got a really cool panorama of this too.
Louder than the world I'm in. Not afraid to look in darkness.
I don't know what it is, but like every time we saw the elk, all we really saw were their butts.
I love how you orchestrate the sunrise from the starlight, and give me a song to call my own. I can hear you. You're the song inside my head, the melody I can't forget. Louder than the world I'm in. You're the song I've always heard, the instrument of praise throughout the universe. Louder than the world I'm in. Life is an offering inside of this heartbeat. Today is a new song. Every verse is a new thought. Every breath is a chorus. My life is ascending. My life is ascending. You're the song inside my head, the melody I can't forget. Louder than the world I'm in. You're the song I've always heard, the instrument of grace.
These are just random pictures and videos I took while driving when I should have just been driving. And that is a little slice of our Yellowstone vacation.
Louder than